All right, cool. Okay, well, yeah, so we're going to be exploring from home with Google Earth. So we're just gonna be using the application Google Earth today. So today we'll explore how Google Earth allows you to virtually travel around the world, and you'll learn how to search for locations and use different viewing modes as well in the app. So just a quick table of contents of what we're going to be doing today. So first we'll be going through the Google Earth basics. Then we'll be searching places in Google Earth. Then we're going to be learning about the navigation tools within Google Earth and then the 3D and Street View. And then we'll also just be learning some general safety tips. So the webinar will start with the basics of Google Earth, and then we'll teach you how to move around and explore different locations. So what is Google Earth? So Google Earth is a virtual globe and map tool. It uses satellite imagery and it lets you explore locations worldwide. And it's also available on phones and computers, so it's pretty easy to use. Google Earth is a program and app that allows you to view places around the world using satellite images and maps. So just a brief history of Google Earth. So it was first released in 2001 and was purchased by Google in 2004. It expanded with 3D and Street View and is now used worldwide for education and travel. Google Earth started as mapping software and later became part of Google. Over time, it added features like 3D buildings and Street View. So some of the devices that you can use to access Google Earth on would be smartphones, tablets, laptops, and desktop computers. So Google Earth works on most modern devices, and many people use the mobile app or website version because those two are the most common to use. And is Google Earth free? That's one of the main questions. And yes, it is free. It is free to use. There's no subscription needed. It requires an internet connection, and there's also an optional app download if you'd like to use it as an app. Google Earth is free for most users, and you only need an internet connection and a compatible device to actually use it. So how to access Google Earth? So here are the main 4 steps to access it. So first is to open your web browser or app store on your phone or tablet. Then search Google Earth in the search bar. Then you can open the website or download the app. Usually if you're searching it up on your computer, it'll be the first option for Google Earth. It will show it. And if it's there on the App Store, you'll also see it as probably one of the first options. This is what it should look like on the App Store, just for a visual. And you guys can just start exploring. So you can use Google Earth through the web browser or by downloading the app on your phone and tablet. So now we're going to be moving on to how to search for a location. So the main steps are to first tap or click the search bar. It should be near the top of your screen, usually the top left of your screen. And you can type a city or address. You can even do your own. And you can press enter/search and you can view that location. For example, here, you can tap and search here. You can search up Eiffel Tower, Paris. And when you enter that, it will give you the location and it will kind of give you like a 3D view of it. You can search for almost any location in the world, including cities, landmarks such as the Eiffel Tower, and even your own home area. Now, moving around the map. So this is where it gets a little more technical or might be more difficult for some people. So just the basics are you have to drag click to move. So click and drag around to move around the place. And if you're on the phone or tablet, you can pinch to zoom in. So that means like using your fingers and pinching inwards and pinching outwards to zoom in or out. And if you're on computer to zoom in or out, you can also just use your mouse wheel on your mouse. And you can also rotate the view by just holding down left click and dragging to move around. Or if you want, you can rotate left and right by holding down shift on your computer keyboard and then clicking and dragging around. That'll make it so you're able to move up and down kind of like at an angle. You can rotate your view. So navigation is simple once you practice it a little bit, and you can move, zoom, and rotate the map to explore it from different angles. So now using the 3D view. So this is like one of the main characteristics of Google Earth that makes it like really cool. So you can actually view buildings in 3D, similar to this in this image. You can tilt the map. You can explore all these landscapes realistically because they're all like a 3D image. and it's also just overall a better visual experience for people. So the 3D features make the cities and landmarks more realistic and immersive. Now moving on to Street View, which is another feature of Google Earth that's really used a lot because it's a unique feature. So there are ground level photos in Street View. Basically, it's as if you're actually walking in the street, and you can explore the streets virtually, and you can look around while you're walking around in them. It is available in many areas, not all, but pretty much most of the areas that are there around this world. And I'll be showing you how to use the Street View later. So the Street View lets you virtually stand on streets and look around as if you were there in person. So how to use Street View? So first, find a location wherever you want. For example, here you can go to the Niagara Falls in Canada, and then you can drag the Street View icon. So basically, you can see here, you can drag this little icon to where you would like to stand. It depends on whether you're on computer or on your tablet or phone. It might look a little bit different.
Special.
Sorry, what?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So if you have questions, you can ask them.
You could try asking questions in the chat, and then afterwards we're gonna open up a breakout room so that we can answer all your questions there. I think that way we can finish on the presentation, and then you can jot down any questions you may have in the chat.
Okay, he doesn't have access to that, but as soon as you're done, she'll be asking questions. How do I let you then?
Okay. All right. But yeah, Street View is pretty easy to use and allows you to just navigate throughout roads and neighborhoods visually as if you're actually walking through there. And yeah, that's basically what Street View is. Okay, so now for if you want to explore your own neighborhood. So first you can find the location. You can put in your own street or your own city if you like, and you can drag the Street View icon, or you can. There might be like a little person icon on the bottom of your screen if you're on a computer. You can click on that, and then you can drag and drop the Street View icon, or you can just click on the blue line that might pop up after you press on the little guy in the bottom. I can show you guys that right after this, and then you can just explore using the arrows that you see. These are the arrows you'll see like once you're in Street View, the little white arrows here. You can basically go back and forth in the street. So Street View is really easy to use and allows you to just navigate through the roads and neighborhoods. So some of the famous places you can explore will be the Great Wall of China, the Grand Canyon, the pyramids of Giza, and then also Niagara Falls. So Google Earth allows you to virtually visit famous places from all over the world without leaving your house. So a couple helpful features would be to be able to measure distances. You're actually able to measure the distance from point A to point B from different sections of the world, and you can see how far it is. You can save some favorite places that you might want to look back on later on. You can create tours, and you can also learn facts about locations. So Google Earth includes extra tools that make exploring more interactive and educational. Now, there are some very important safety and privacy tips that are there. So make sure that you're avoiding sharing any kind of personal addresses or information publicly. You should only be using trusted Google apps and be cautious with unknown links and make sure to keep the app updated. Although Google Earth is a safe application to use, it's still important to protect your personal information online. So, like I said earlier, make sure not to show or share your personal addresses as you're searching them up on Google Earth to anyone else because it may give your location to them. So just be careful. So a couple of the common problems that might occur would be slow loading or blurry images because it might be because of either a slow PC or a computer, or maybe the app itself is lagging. The application might crash as well. And also, if you have internet connection issues, it might slow down as well. But most Google Earth problems are related to internet speed or older devices. So make sure that you have everything updated as much as you can. So some simple troubleshooting steps would be you can either first step just restart the application, or you can check your internet connection, make sure that nothing wrong is happening with it. You can also check to see if your app isn't updated or to the latest version. You can try and update the app. And then the fourth one is you can just restart your entire device if needed. So simple fixes like updating the app and checking your connection usually solves most of the issues. Google Earth versus Google Maps. So I'm sure that you guys know what Google Maps is as one of the most popular navigation tools out there. Google Earth focuses on exploration, but Google Maps focuses on navigation. So Google Maps is more for it's for like more of like a practical use compared to Google Earth, which is more of a visual application, so you can like explore. Earth has more 3D visuals, and Maps is better for directions if you're driving or something like that. Google Earth is designed for exploration and virtual travel, while Google Maps is more focused on navigation and directions. So, who is this good for? So, it's really good for travelers, students, seniors, and also just curious learners in general. If you want to like learn about the world and maybe just explore it from the comfort of your home. And Google Earth is great for anyone interested in travel, geography, or exploring places from home. So some of the pros and cons that are there would be that the pros are it's free, it's fun and educational, it's also really easy to use. But some of the cons may be that it requires internet. Some areas are less detailed and it can also use lots of data. So Google Earth is easy and enjoyable to use, but it works best with a strong internet connection. So some of the main key takeaways we have for Google Earth is that Google Earth allows virtual exploration. It's easy to search and navigate. It includes a cool 3D and street view, and also it's free on most devices. Google Earth makes exploring the world simple and accessible from almost anywhere. For this presentation, thank you guys. Yeah.